Hi, Megan.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. How are you feeling with having the camera on and all of this that's happening?
I don't feel weird yet.
Okay, well, that's good. Is it okay if we just start out both by taking a really deep breath?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to have you breathe in. Count 1, 2, 3, and then breathe out. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think sometimes when there's weird changes or things are a little bit different, it's good to just take a minute to get grounded. Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit about what brought you in today?
Yeah, I'm just having some anxiety come up. And it's just uncomfortable. And I don't want to feel it anymore. Yeah.
What does that look like?
It usually is. It happens when something happens that I don't have control over. I've noticed, in my relationship, if, I have a plan in mind, and my partner doesn't want to do the plan or has other plans, I don't like it. Or if at work or internship something's out of my control, or I feel like it is, I can just feel anxiety bubbling.
I'm wondering if there's specific times in your life that you felt out of control like that. Maybe that you can think of as being important or substantial.
I think I really felt out of control when I was in my heroin addiction, and yeah, that's probably the most out of control I've ever felt. Just something has control of you almost, or that's just how you're gonna live your life, and you can't change it.
Is it okay if I give you some feedback?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that when you started talking about that control, your voice kind of sped up a little bit. It got a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you ever noticed before? Kind of almost anxiety building about being out of control.
Never noticed that.
Yeah, are there times in your life, I want to just switch gears a little bit, or a certain place you can think about where you don't feel that anxiety and where you feel in control?
I think when I'm running, or when I'm climbing, or when things do go my way. I make plans and then it all falls into place. And, everyone's down to do it, or yeah.
Something that comes up for me is when you talk about running or climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are kind of solo activities and not necessarily with someone. So they might, by virtue, be a bit easier to control.
Mm-hmm.
However, they're also stress-relieving activities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I think about those two Megans, I hear one Megan, kind of this person you associate with being this past using self that's really anxious and trying to control these things and these relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's kind of this other Megan who's running and climbing and being very pragmatic and calm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if, just to kind of bring those polarities to life, if you would be willing to engage in a little experiment with me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take a deep breath again. That's going to be okay. So I'm going to have you turn around, and we have a chair behind you. I'm going to turn this camera a little bit that way. Um, all right. So in this other chair, I want you to look over there, and in that chair, that is your heroin addict, control freak part of yourself. If you were to be looking straight on at that part of yourself, what would you see? What would you describe that part of you as looking like?
Like the physical part of it?
Yeah. What do you, yeah.
Like sweaty and just crying.
Mm-hmm.
Or just like non-responsive. I don't know, kind of like floating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe like a shell, kind of like nothing really, no like personality or opinions or empathy, just like a vessel.
Yeah, totally. And then if you are to be where you're sitting right now, if you imagine that you're this calm, climbing, running Megan, what would you picture that being like, looking like externally?
Like a confident, like strong, confident, strong, not crying.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lighter affect, you know, like laughing.
Right.
Person.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to come over here so I can kind of help guide you in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like you to just talk to this Megan here and this addict version of yourself, and let her know why you're tired of living that controlling way. Or maybe let's back up a step. I would like you to start by just, what do you want to tell her? Like, how is she getting you down in your life right now?
She's trying to do the impossible. Like, control things that shouldn't be controlled or, like, can't be controlled. And it's just like a vicious circle.
Yeah, I'm going to have you say that to her, because you were talking in third person. So I want you to say, hey, you.
Hey, you.
Yeah?
I don't say Megan?
No.
Okay.
This is a different part of you.
Hey, you. I am tired of you trying to control things that can't be controlled, because it's pretty impossible and you're in a vicious cycle and you're getting me down.
Yeah. And I want you to come over here now, jump over here, and you're going to be, you're going to be your controlling self.
I'm Megan.
Yep, go ahead and sit down. Have a seat here. Be your controlling Megan. And I want you to go ahead and look at her, and what do you think this controlling part of you might say?
I think she might say, I don't know what else to do, and I'm like doing the best I can. Just trying to survive.
All right, go ahead and move back over there for a second. So I want you to look back at this person, because I heard you say, I'm just trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a pretty desperate, mammalian or reptilian brain addict kind of place to be, right? Like, just trying to survive. So I want you to take a stand against this part of yourself, and I want you to tell her what you want.
I don't want to just survive anymore, and I can be better. So I don't want to live like that anymore. Like this.
All right, and let's just for sake of where we're at today, I'll have you turn around and I'm gonna come back here, and I just want to take a minute to thank you for engaging in that small experiment with me and to see how you're feeling at this moment.
I'm feeling like I've thought those things before, but I've never like expressed them to like I felt like I was telling them to me and not like believed them so firmly. Yeah.
Because what I see is, really holding on to this like past sense of shame and how that's blocking you from your present self, and I'm talking about the difference in the polarities between like surviving, to like doing these enhancing activities, So I would really like to continue to work with you through this process. Is that something you might be open to?
Yeah. Would it be more of like this kind of finding like polarity exercise?
Yeah. I think that there's going to be a great amount of relief to come for you in being able to challenge that part of yourself that's blocking you from your true self and being the best you can be. So I think that's where the work starts, but there's a lot to keep learning. So thanks for meeting with me today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks.